Ladies and Gentlemen, let the games begin. Entscheidende Session des Happy Bet European Darts Grand Prix 2017. Und wir starten mit einem Mann aus England. 27 Jahre ist er alt, die aktuelle 24 der Welt. Er hat vor einigen Wochen seinen ersten PDC-Titel gewonnen und im Achtelfinale heute Nachmittag Menzo Suljovic aus dem Turnier geworfen. Herzlich willkommen dem Rockstar Joe Cullen! Joe Cullen tritt gegen den jüngsten Weltmeister in der Geschichte der Sportart Darts auf. 2006 gewann er im Alter von 21 Jahren und 90 Tagen damals das BDO-WM-Finale gegen Raymond van Barneveld. Er hat in diesem Jahr seine zweite Premier League-Saison gespielt, ist die aktuelle Nummer 8 der Welt. Herzlich willkommen, The Cobra, Jelle Klaasen! Auch in dieser entscheidenden Session gilt die Distanz Best of 11 Legs. Man braucht also 6 Legs, um in das Halbfinale einzuziehen. Und wir wollen auch den Caller dieser ersten Partie herzlich begrüßen. The Voice, Russ Bray.
Well, welcome to the Glaspalast in Sindelfingen for the final session of action from the Happy Bet European Darts Grand Prix. The 4th European Tour event of this year in the PDC calendar. And one which involves 2 world champions, 2 unseeded players. The top 2 seeds in the tournament. In opposite halves of the draw are Michael van Gerwen and Peter Wright on another collision course in the final on the European Tour this evening. We will find out. Quarter-final, semi-final and the final to come. I'm Dan Dawson, Paul Nicholson alongside me in the commentary box. In the opening quarter-final sees Joe Cullen and Jelle Klaasen looking to book their place in the final 4.
Well, of course, the last time we were here, Dan, it was Michael van Gerwen and Peter Wright in the final. Interesting to see if it's a rematch, but I'm sure these guys have got something to say about that.
Well, Jelle Klaasen has made at least the semi-final of the last 4 European Tour events. The first 3 of this year and the last one of last year. 2 finals, 2 semi-final appearances. It is down to Joe Cullen to try and bring that run to an end. But from what we saw earlier on today in his 6-5 win over the number 3 seed Mensur Suljovic, it suggests Joe Cullen may be up to the job.
Another one of those will be handy. How about a double?
126. Joe, you require 138.
The 144 couldn't go. Can the Della? The 138. Oh, well, needed another one of those treble 19s. Joe Cullen.
94.
So Jelle Klaasen to hold his throw.
Game shot.
And he does exactly that. With a 13 dart leg finished on double 9.
It's interesting to see what people do when they play early on a Sunday afternoon.
44.
Do they go back to the hotel? Do they stick around? Well, we've barely been able to get rid of Jelle Klaasen this afternoon. He's been hanging around the commentary box and backstage. Joe Cullen, I think we're back to the hotel. Probably get some kip. Seems to work for both of them. They've come out pretty hot.
Certainly have. I mean, Jelle Klaasen, for a man who's been struggling with this tendinitis in his wrist and supposedly can't throw for very long before it starts hurting him. I mean, he can't get darts out of his hand. He's borrowing people's darts. He's throwing anything. Just can't get him off the board.
Yeah, because we've got a board backstage right next to the commentary box here. And if he sees a set of darts that don't belong to him, he just picks them up and has a go.
I mean, invariably fires in a couple of trebles. Absolutely terrifying watching these guys practice.
99.
Even weirder is that after his win yesterday, he said to me, I'm not really sure what I'm going to use tomorrow. I've got 2 different sets. Well, surely you'd use the ones that you're winning with.
Game shot on the second leg, Joe Cullen.
Well, very impressive start to this one as Joe Cullen takes out 78 in 2 darts for a 14 dart response to Jelle Klaasen's 13 darter to open things up. It was a breeze past Johnny Clayton in his opening game yesterday for Joe Cullen. Won it 6-1, then beat Mensur Suljovic, the number 3 seed, 6-5 with 101 average. Jelle Klaasen hasn't quite hit those heights, but he's only dropped 3 legs coming into this. He hasn't had to hit those heights. It was an efficient display against Mark Webster. Won it 6-1. He beat Dirk van Duijvenbode 6-2 in a pretty lackluster game, to be honest. There wasn't a great deal to get excited about, but it's just Jelle on the European Tour winning again.
So there's 2 schools of thought here, really. One is Joe Cullen's battle ready, because he's been embroiled in a really good battle with Mensur earlier.
100.
But Jelle should be fresher. We're about to find out which one is more key in this situation.
51.
Well, it's certainly a huge chance here for Joe Cullen to break the throw and go into the lead. Staying up there. I love this about Joe Cullen. He never seems to make a flash decision or a wrong decision. Never goes for like a big bullseye checkout just for the sake of it, just to delight the crowd. He takes sensible, pragmatic choices. And I believe long term, that pays off.
Joey recorded 36.
Double 18. Now he's having to think. He's going to split it for double 4. Double 8, sorry.
Game show in the third leg.
Well done, Joe. I got my maths wrong. You didn't get yours wrong, but that echoes what you just said. He thought about it, executed it.
Yeah, he had a look. Jelle was back on 158. Now 158 is a finish, but it's a very, very difficult one. Although Jelle is very proficient on double 19, it has to be said. But Joe decided his best chance was to split it and look at double 8, because had he missed inside in the double 9, he'd have problems. He got the leg 1, but Jelle Klaasen responding well with his second maximum.
I had a feeling this wouldn't take long, whether it was 6 legs or 11 legs. And it's motoring on at a very entertaining pace.
Well, Joe Cullen has a score to settle with Jelle Klaasen. But wait. Oh my word. Jelle Klaasen, 180, followed by 177. 6 perfect darts, and he already has the tricky treble 19. It's 144 for perfection.
We still wait, and we still hear boos. It's a bit of a leave, isn't it? Must like double 2.
After 9 darts.
Good average in this leg.
40. Jelle, you require.
Well, double 2 to break back immediately. Double 1. Oh. Well, I never.
Well, hasn't Michael van Gerwen had a 10 dart leg with double 1 to finish?
I believe he has, yes. And Joe Cullen is not out of this at all.
57.
Hasn't put as much pressure as he might have done. Double 2 for Jelle Klaasen is there. It's another 13 darter in the end. He teased us with the prospect of a 9 darter, the first since Ross Smith in Gibraltar on the European Tour at any rate. Back in 2013, the curse of Ross Smith lives on.
95.
And that was a break of throw. Very important. All of a sudden, it's a best of 7 match now. First to 4.
100.
Well, Joe Cullen has played 8 times against Jelle Klaasen, and only once has he taken more than 4 legs off the Cobra. He did go on to win that game, however,
81.
it was some time ago. When I say some time ago, 6.5 years ago.
Methinks Joe Cullen is a slightly better player now. More established, more experienced.
Well, he's a winner.
He is.
Winner on the Pro Tour, won his first title
60.
earlier this year, in April in fact, last month. Hit his first 9 darter as well, last month. Joe Cullen, the hard work is paying dividends. He said as much after claiming that title, beating Daryl Gurney in the final. He grasps now, 27 years old, says he's a man, I'm not a boy with potential anymore. I'm going to be a professional dart player.
54.
I need to start delivering on the promise that I've shown in the past, and he is beginning to deliver.
Sometimes when you have that mantra of being young taken away from you, you can just get on with it.
Oh, good recovery. Fantastic stuff. A poor first start from Jelle Klaasen, but 2 perfect ones to follow. Sees him check out 90 and go back into the lead.
140. 40.
You know what the best thing is about watching these two guys play? It's that they've been playing darts for a long time, the both of them. And I think they've got to a stage in their careers now where they can throw darts and make it look easy. And it'll feel a lot easier as well. There's no stress in the throws.
96.
It's just fluid-like. And when you play as many darts as they do on the circuit, if you can just get on with it like an autopilot, it's going to get easier. And that's what comes with hard work.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jelle Klaasen, he's got a jerkier action than a lot of players, but he still makes it look very simple. Now, Joe wants to stay there because 95, single 19 would leave the 170, but he's a little bit worried about that loose dart, I think.
$79.
Well, he went for the bullseye, but I think it's gone into a 3.
Well,
that's
only
okay.
a maximum is going to hurt him here, and that's not going to happen. So Joe Cullen is still sitting pretty in this leg and should get down to a double first because he tries to level it up. And one of those trebles will help,
100.
just a ton.
Even if Joe Cullen takes this leg, Jelle Klaasen's still got the advantage to throw in the odd legs. Double 16 for a lovely 14 dart leg. Double 8s.
Game shown.
15 will do.
Joe Cullen, 7-leg yellow to throw first.
And Russ Prix has been kept on his toes because this is going fast.
57.
These are the nightmares for the referees. You know, the fast games, the Van der Voort versus Klaasen, the MVG versus Klaasen, well, basically everybody versus Klaasen.
Yeah, you throw Ricky Evans into that mix, certainly.
I chalked a game in, I think it was the qualifier for this very tournament. Ricky Evans versus a guy that we will see next week called Cullen Rids.
Ah, young lad from the northeast, yeah.
Yeah.
96.
That was quite quick.
I have to say, I've not seen Cullen play.
He's quick. He's probably about 2/100ths of a second slower than Ricky Evans.
Well, I mean, that's basically a blur.
Yeah, tune into him next week. It'll be fun.
128.
Jelle Klaasen coming under pressure on his throw once again. That's 98, which isn't enough to leave a finish. Advantage to Cullen. Needs to find a break from somewhere, and he's going to get darts in this leg. Oh, well, he's hit the double 17 there.
54.
That was maybe just a little bit careless.
Hasn't somebody else done that this weekend? The 154 setup.
56. Joe, you require 23.
Well, 23 will be fine as long as he hits it. He does like double 8. Now it is double 4.
Game shot.
It is double 4 for Cullen. It's a break of throw.
Joe to throw first. Game on.
He's going to make the semi-finals. He's just taking a giant step towards it.
2 holes throw away. He has made one
96.
Euro Tour semi-final before, Joe Cullen. That was in March last year, the German Darts Masters. He dismantled Gary Anderson at this stage of the tournament. He won it 6-0. However,
96.
he was then dismantled himself by the eventual champion Michael van Gerwen. The winner of this will play either Peter Snakebite Wright or Jan Dekker, one of the surprise packages this weekend.
Joe played Peter a lot in the autumn of last year, in Mulheim, in Riesa.
57.
Crowd were getting on Joe's back a bit. And I think when you have those kind of things happen to you, it allows you to move on. And if it happens again, you can handle it a bit better. I think this year, he's just better all round. His ability, his mentality, his thick skin. And he's got a swagger, isn't he?
He really has. He's always had that swagger, but he's actually throwing the darts to back it up. He is a winner on the PDC Tour. Won development tour titles or youth tour titles before. But he's won senior ranking events now, and he gets a dart, a double 16 to open up a 2-leg gap. And he's just gone next door into double 8. Jelle Klaasen with the biggest checkout of the lot. And it might happen.
Could be good. It's incredible! Jelle Klaasen back in the game with a maximum 170 checkout. Have a bit of that. He's just hit Joe Cullen in the stones. We've still got a game on.
That is an incredible shot from the Cobra. Cullen broke in the third leg to get the advantage. And Klaasen went ballistic and was on the 9 to break straight back. Cullen wrestled it round again, got the break that he needed,
24.
and Klaasen produces another moment of brilliance. This time, the biggest checkout you will see this weekend. And he's fired in a third 180. Jelle Klaasen, where does it come from? He keeps doing this on the European Tour. 2 semi-finals and 2 finals in the last 4 events. And 2 holds of throw, and he's already more than halfway to one of them, will be enough to continue this incredible record of making at least the semi-finals.
Yeah, sometimes you find a spot in front of your eye and your arm feels so good, you just can't wait to get to the ball because you know what you're going to hit. And this leg has been no different. 85 after 9, now he's got tops for a 12-dart leg. And there it is, to follow up the 170, a 12-darter, and he's in command.
That is quite astonishing response from Jelle Klaasen. There is never more than a leg between these guys in this game. But Joe Cullen, 1 dart missed at double 16 for a ton-plus checkout that would have opened up a 2-leg gap and given him control of this game. Klaasen responds with a 170 checkout, followed by the best leg of the match, and he is 1 leg away. Quite spectacular from Klaasen, but the job is not done yet.
Well, the way this game's gone so far, it does deserve to go all the way, but I'm sure Klaasen doesn't want to do that.
93 plays 95 average.
Seems better than that, doesn't it?
Well, it's just been gripping, absolutely gripping, because there's rarely been much in this match, in each leg. Joe Cullen has not hit a single 180, Jelle's got 3. But in the 170-plus scores, there is one that stands out, and it is a game-changing maximum checkout from Jelle Klaasen. Absolute iron ring. He will win the iron ring this weekend with that shot. Nobody is going to produce anything better. Ton 40 gets him down to 108, and it means Cullen has to take the 70. And he only gets 1 dart. And it's at double 16, which he missed earlier, but doesn't miss this time. We're going all the way in a fascinating game to start the quarter-final stages of the Happy Bet European Darts Grand Prix. Jelle Klaasen has the throw as he looks to make the semi-finals once more. And what a start! 180 number 4 for the Cobra.
Well, Joe Cullen told me a couple of weeks ago he feels better as a player because he's been in this situation when he was in his final against Daryl Gurney. You understand what kind of a player you are in these situations. It's going to take a massive effort to break Klaasen, but he's given it everything he's got.
125.
It's a good visit from Cullen, but what he needed was a perfect visit, because Jelle is down to a finish. And after taking out the 170, producing a 12-darter, in the crucial stages of this game, when he really, really needed it, he now doesn't need to use the bullseye route. Cullen is not down to a finish. And this might end up being his most comfortable win in terms of a leg of the entire game in the decider. Jelle Klaasen, what a turnaround.
That 170 really has changed everything because the match was in Cullen's hands right then.
28.
He hits the 112, it's totally different, but now it's Klaasen for the win. He's got time to work with. He might bust this, you know.
It seems the sensible decision.
32.
Well, okay. That will leave him double 4, and that does break down to double 2 and double 1. So if he does miss inside, he's not going to lose any darts.
102.
Cullen has asked the question, but Jelle Klaasen, does he have the answer? He does have the answer. And Jelle Klaasen shakes his head, but Joe Cullen will acknowledge himself. That 170 checkout from the Cobra is as good a shot as you will see, not only today, not only this weekend, but maybe in the entire European Tour of 2017. It is 5 consecutive Euro Tour events that Jelle Klaasen has made at least the semi-finals. He has not won one of these yet. But my word, if he keeps producing moments of magic like that, he does have a very real chance. It's Jan Dekker or Peter Wright who will face him in the semis. That match coming up in a moment here at the Happy Bet European Darts Grand Prix.
Jelle, congratulations. There was good darts at the end. The last leg, 13 darts, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think I started well. 13-dart leg. I started with a 180, and after that I played bad for 2 legs. But I was a little bit lucky that Joe missed a 112 for a 5-3. and I hit the 170. That's really saved me. So no, I'm happy with the win.
That was a big moment. This 170 really you switched that whole match with that.
Yeah. I was in my head. It was if I hit this, I'm gonna win it. If I don't hit it, I'm losing it. So I hit it, and I thought, come on, this is for me.
It's so amazing how you can handle pressure situations like that. It's a big thing. The fifth semi-final is unbelievable. How's the wrist doing?
It hurts like hell.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's killing me, but I'm winning, so I'm not complaining.
That's good. See you later again. Jelle, congratulations. Es ist verrückt. Jelle Klaasen. Und das zieht sich jetzt durch die ersten European Tour Events in diesem Jahr schon durch. Er hat Handgelenkprobleme, ziemlich große Handgelenkprobleme. Er wird sich hier knapp einen Monat operieren lassen. Und seitdem er die hat, läuft es eigentlich wunderbar.